Hey people, so we're heading back to my usual gym after going to the gym group for 4 days and not really liking. Well, the gym itself was fine, but I wasn't really liking the whole COVID situation, seriously. And I think I made a comment in the reviews. You can tell the sort of people who pay for cheap, if that makes any sense, because this gym I go to is like 30 something a month, which is pricey, but it attracts people that have brains and know how to wipe down equipment, you know what I mean? I don't know, but anyway. Literally dead, the gym is so fucking dead, scarily dead. It's a Saturday and usually it's busier than this, even early morning it's usually fucking busy, but it is so fucking dead. It's actually scary because, I don't want this gym to end up going because of COVID, but it's literally really dead, completely dead, shockingly dead. The gym group was busier than this. I am back. First off, if you're wondering what that noise is, it is my massage pillow, if you can hear it. I've seen that, I've said that a few times when it's been on and you can't really hear it through the video. Anyway, so yeah, I was saying, yeah. First off, I just decided to go into town. One, to make sure that I'm not going to need the pee on the way back, which I didn't. But since going back to the gym, I'm not noticed, because usually I need to wee at least twice before I actually make my way home, because I walk home. But I'm not needed that. That could be a bad thing or a good thing. It's kind of a bad thing because it probably means that I'm so dehydrated. I've literally sweated all my liquids and there's nothing to piss out. But anyway, and then also I wanted to go to the donut place, Krispy Kremes, to get some donuts, which I did. And oh my god, it is so freaking busy. I was like, oh my god, it is literally bad. And I'm like, I'm glad I did all my Christmas shopping online, but the only issue is it's the first time where I've done it so close, where I've got presents online, which I started getting on Thursday. Today's Saturday, because obviously the post and stuff, and one of the presents says, they said that I'll guarantee I'll get it at least the latest the day before Christmas, but their shipping, it can take between 7 to 10 days, which is, oh my god, so that is fingers crossed at this point that it turns up. But I do wish that I checked on the reviews, because the reviews are still not received it. ordered this, still not received what I ordered, that sort of thing, which slightly worries me. I ordered it from Yankee Candle. What I should have done is just ordered a set from Love Aroma, which sells Yankee Candles, but I mean, just fingers crossed at this point. So on the topic of food, my diet has been so shit. Like, well, not shit, like, it's been alright. First off, I've definitely not eaten enough calories, but hence because I weighed myself, was it Thursday, and I was surprised that I'm only like 10 stone. And I'm like, okay, I thought I'd put on weight, but I suppose I swear I've lost it. If I've lost it, it's the muscle mass that I've lost. Or as I said, I've been eating like less calories, but I've been like proper like binging, which kind of needs to stop because yeah, need to get back on the healthy diet. Well, not diet, but you know what I mean, the healthy regime of food. So, who's going to be watching the Anthony Joshua fight, or who has watched it? This will be up after. Honestly, I'm not going to bother just because I'm not a massive fan of I'm not a massive fan of Joshua. It's like, it's nothing personal. Like, it's not like I don't think he's a bad boxer. I just think he is like is just overhyped, and I can't like. There's one fight on that I wouldn't mind seeing, but it's just not worth 25 quid. So it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna stick to watching the UFC tonight and skip the boxing. But yeah, I even though I'm not a massive fan of him, he's probably gonna win. Maybe not like dramatically, but he probably will win. I'm gonna guess by points. I don't think he'll. I don't think he'll get a knockout or a stoppage if he does win, but it's a high chance that he will win. But yeah, I'm just not gonna watch it because it's Joshua. I'm not really gonna, like, no offense to Joshua or anything, but I don't really want to spend money watching one of his fights. So when it comes to the gym reviews now, I've pretty much done all the gyms that I want to do, apart from one more. Well, technically two, but I might just not bother with that one. So the first one I definitely want to do is Nufield's gym. Nuffield is expensive, but one, they do a day pass, and second of all, you can just get a month. Like, they've got contracts which is like £50 a month, and then if you want a non-contract one, which is like rolling every month, then it's just 60 quid, so I could just pay 60 quid. But it's probably one of those things where I'd go to that one for a whole month, because that is a lot of money just to drop just for a week. Not like the other gyms I've tested that don't have kind of that don't have any kind of passes or anything. 60 quid's a lot. Another one, but I'm a bit suspicious about, is what's it called again? Oh, god damn it, what's it called again? They've got quite a few of them. It's more of like a, it's not just got a gym in it. I can't remember what it's called. How can I not remember what they're called now? My brain's gone to numb, but they have like tennis courts, loads of swimming pools, gyms, a cafe, something, I can't remember what it's called now, but you take kids to. I don't even know what they do with the kid. I don't know. I can see the logo and it's pissed me off, but they're currently offering like 3 months, like 3 months for free. But from what I've heard is they're very sneaky and they'll just stick you into a contract. So after the 3 months, it's like, because they probably you need to probably give your bank deals and stuff, they'll then start charging. So unless I just use one of my old like cards, because I used to have a U account, where a U account is kind of, it's like an independent bank, a bit like the one that I'm with now, Metro Bank, but it's not independent, if that makes any sense. Basically, U account is more sort of risky, because they say that the money's safe, but it's kind of by another organisation, that sort of thing. Whereas Metro Bank is just a bank, basically, where it like every other like commercial bank, if that makes any sense. But they're still kind of independent because they're not as big, but you may or may not have heard of them. Whereas U account, you've not heard of them, and they charge for stuff, like they charge for taking money out and stuff like that. But anyway, they're a bit of a rip-off unless I use that account. So then when it comes to 3 months, they can't charge me. I don't know. So I'm a bit iffy about trying them. But David Lloyd, that's it. It's David Lloyd. So I'm a bit iffy to try David Lloyd, but I do really want to try Nuffield Health. I'm supposed to be editing the video I filmed on my workout earlier on, but I can't fucking be asked. I've got no energy whatsoever. The video is edited now, currently saving. I finally decided to do it at, I started earlier than this, but it's currently 5:20. So I actually finally got out my sack to actually edit this video. It's just easier when it comes to like adding all the clips together in the vlog to just do it this way, because I uploaded this on Instagram as well, but I just did it in clips. So instead of being an Instagram film or reel, I just had it so it's just like a normal post. You get what I mean if you use Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, my Instagram is fragrance_addict_x. I'm just gonna say it, to survive to watch the UFC tonight, I seriously need to have a nap because I am freaking knackered. Like, I had an energy drink earlier on the way home, and it did jack shit. It was the Monster one. Like, I thought it would do something, because Rockstar is my go-to. But if I really, really am tired, I usually go for Monster, and usually that works just because it works a lot better because it's got a little bit more caffeine. But the problem with Monster, because it's got more caffeine in it, it can set off by anxiety, but also can make my heart hurt. I should just don't drink them at all, to be fair. But yeah, so I only have Monster when I'm really tired, but all I got was the negative effects. I never got any of the positive effects. It could be because I was in a stressful environment where I was in the city centre. I mean, okay, I was drinking outside the city centre, but whatever, it could have triggered it, but either way it didn't really work. I've got 2 rock stars, but I want to spread them out. So what I don't know if I want to like leave the energy drinks and have a nap. Like, I could have a nap now, to be fair, because basically my dad was at work on Saturday, because Saturday, I could just say today, is at work today because of overtime. Where he works, they have to, like, it's not, overtime's not optional, because obviously it's a factory, so you could end up with just 2 people, like, it just doesn't work. Anyway, I didn't finish till 3, so it's only just gone shopping like an hour ago. So technically I could have a nap, because God knows what time they're going to get back, because the queue's going to be massive. By the way, oh my god, I thought town was bad when I was there, and I was around there around like 12 o'clock. It got so bad after that. Like, on my phone there's like updates on the Telegraph. Basically there were queues everywhere, traffic, like queues to go into like queues at Primark, which when I walked past I said around 12 there wasn't any queues, but oh my god, so it was like 10 times worse. There's like pictures of Greggs where the queues literally taking over like half the mall. Like, is madness. So if you're wondering though, the best time to go is probably 8 in the morning. Not everything is open. Obviously the shop's officially open at 9, but that's the best time if you want to go into Primark, just because Primark gets so busy, and you've probably got, if you go in town at 8, you've probably got until what, 10, half 10. This is in the week before it gets really busy. In the weekend I have no idea, but in the week that's like the best time to go into town to avoid crowds. Morning people, it's the next day. Oh my god, that card. That UFC card. Last night I went into this morning. Bear in mind I only had like 3 and a bit. I was close to 4 hours sleep. But oh my god, that card was packed with some really good fights, especially the top 3 fights were so good. The one with Mackenzie, the girls, I mean, as always, at some point there'll be a girl fight that shows the men how to fight. So I thought that was gonna be the #1 fight, and then the Ferguson fight. Oh my god, Ferguson got destroyed. If you're a Ferguson fan, that would have been, as on his card, that would have been depressing. And then you got the main card, which ended up in a draw, which isn't too bad about it. And then you find out why I went into the draw, because one of the guys judges was score was a little bit, really gave him the last round. I don't think he won the last round, but either way, I'm kind of happy with the draw. It's just how it happened to be a draw was a bit weird. But yeah, I went with you. So I decided to wear makeup, so I thought I'll show you guys the process of the makeup tutorial that I'm doing inside this vlog. I don't know why I just made that sound complicated. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to use is the Bonjour's Paris City Paradise Foundation. I don't know what the shade, it's all rubbed off. This is nearly gone, but I thank God I have a backup, because you can't get a Bonjour's Paris in the UK anymore, so it's going to be very difficult to get it, especially now coming out of Europe now as well, so it's going to even be charged, so you probably have to pay for a tariff. So basically, if I was to buy anything, so when I buy things from America, depending on how they ship it, if they lie about the shipping and say that it's worth like 10p, or I think it's if it's a gift under like a certain amount, or if it's a product under a certain amount, I get away with not paying any customs charge. But the only issue is it hurts the company if the product gets missing and they can't claim it. Well, they can, but they'll only get what they said it's worth. So there's that. I think then we won't have a custom charge. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, it's probably going to cost a lot more to get things imported in Europe. But anyway, let's just get started. But yeah, so I've got a backup of this anyway, thank God. Next thing I'm going to use is the Max Factor Face Infinity All Day Flawless Concealer in the shade 050. So I've decided to actually grow my hair. The only reason I'm growing my hair is so I can get braid extensions, because I just felt the need. I just was like, you know what, I want to change, I want braids. Originally I was meant to get dreadlocks, but the issue is I found somebody that does it, but it's out of Derby, and because of obviously COVID and the UK currently in tiers, it's just not gonna work to travel from one tier to another. Can't really happen. So I found a person that does braids instead where I live, and basically she told me I do need to grow my hair a bit more, so that's the issue. But it's frustrating me because I hate the way it grows. I just really hate the way it grows, so it's kind of a bit annoying, but hopefully I don't need to grow it too much. Saying that, I didn't even ask her how much it's going to cost either. I was just like, do you do braid extensions? Is my hair long enough? I am using the Avon Colour Trend Translucent Tan Powder to set the concealer. I forgot to mention because I was too busy nattering. Next thing I am going to use is the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette, and I'm going to use this colour here. I'm just going to put that on my cheekbones. Like so, next thing I am going to use is the Avon True Colour blush in the shade Warm Flush. Then the next thing I am going to use, let me just rearrange everything. But I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless palette in the shade Ice. Now the first colour I'm going to use is Freeze, and I'm just going to pop that in the outer crease of the eyelids. Like so. Then the the next colour I am going to use is Crystal, and I'm just going to pop that all over the eyelids. Then the next colour I'm going to use is Icicle, and I'm just going to pop that in the inner and outer corner of the eyes. As you can see, I am feeling in the mood for blue. And then the next thing I am going to use is the Avon Super Shock Gel Eyeliner in the shade Aqua Pop. I actually remember the name of this, even though I've kind of sharpened it away ages ago. And I'm just going to pop that on the rest of the under eyes. Like so. Then the next thing I am going to use is the Benefit. I just realised I didn't pick a lip product. Really? What for search for nothing after this? I'm going to use the Benefit Bag Gilt Bang Mascara. This is actually a sample that I didn't buy. I've never actually brought a full size of Benefit. That may be Benefit's doing, just because that you can buy the sample size mascaras, which is obviously a good thing for like me and stuff, because sometimes it takes a while to go through a full mascara and you just don't want to. Like the amount of their real mascaras that I've bought, but is that what everyone else is thinking? And do they sell more of the samples than they actually do the full size? And the full size is more money, but I mean, it's not like Benefit is struggling anyway, let's be real. But it's just a thought. But yeah, I got this free from magazine, and I am not a massive fan of this one, and I do like the mascaras, I just do not like this one. Saying that, I don't think I've tried their roller lash. Wait, that's Too Faced, isn't it? Is it Too Faced? No, it's not. Too Faced is Better Sex Mascara, isn't it? Yeah, I think the roller lash is Benefit. Right, I'm gonna go find a lip product because I'm a retard and forgot to choose one out. I found one. I kind of just picked the first one, but this is the Avon lipstick in Lacy Mauve. I don't even think you can get these lipsticks anymore. All this, because they do loads of lipsticks, but I don't think you can get. I don't even know what they call this one, but I don't even think you can get this type anymore anyway. But I freaking love this colour. And there is the makeup tutorial look that I decided to go with today. I don't know why I'm showing you like a close up and everything. You're gonna see it all day anyway. So I was like annoyed. I was kind of really wanted to take a photo, and like I tried the bathroom. Basically, I'm lying like daylight, and let's be real, it's gloomy as fuck today, and it's gonna be gloomy as fuck today. It's been gloomy for the past few days, and the sun isn't definitely not gonna come out today. It's been starting to rain all day. I don't think it's raining currently, but yeah. So I tried the bathroom, and it was like too kind of wishy-washy, but here where the window was, it was actually alright. But even then, the line's still a bit. I would like the line to be better, but it's just going to be one of those days where it's just going to be gloomy as hell. Like, just look at it out there. From what I can see, it's currently not raining, but this morning the rain did actually wake me up. Because technically I was only meant to wake up at 10 and I wake up at 9 instead. But yeah, what are you going to do? To be fair, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to sleep, because I've had this before where if the last fight, say if it's boxing or like MMA, whatever, and the last fight is really hyped up, sometimes I can't fucking go to sleep, and that is I don't sleep, and I go with the day without sleep. But I actually managed to fall asleep. But yeah, sometimes if a fight hypes me up and it's like the main event and it's the last fight and I'm too hyped up, that is it, I cannot fucking sleep. But this morning it was actually alright. It is a Sunday, nothing's going to be on, and I feel like watching a film, so I'm going to watch Suicide Squad. Can we all just agree? So, I like this. I was in the rare majority who liked this film. I think my brother liked it as well. Can we all agree, though, the second Suicide Squad looks so fucking shit. It looks like a heap of joke. Like, it just looks like a joke. And I am not looking forward to it whatsoever. It just looks like crap. I'm just going to point that out. I saw the trailer, I saw the actors that are going to be in it, and I thought, are you fucking for real? That's literally what I thought. I'm just like, I'm sorry, but this movie looks so bad. I'm so not overhyped for it. I'm not even hyped at all. Like, it's one of those things where, no. Like, if we're still in this situation, I'm not sure when it's supposed to be out, but if we're still going to be in this COVID situation, I'm risking my life to watch that in the cinema and fuck off. No. And I won't be watching it like 15 quid on Sky. And no, it just looks utter trash. Like, they would unless Jeremy does a review on it, even though he said he didn't like Suicide Squad, I liked it. Unless he does a review and he says it's alright, I'll probably see it. But yeah, did I actually see this in the cinema? I can't remember. I think I did. Like, I still stand by Jared Leto's Joker, but now they've changed him and he's got a beard and his whole new look looks crap. You should have just kept him. Oh, you know what? If you're gonna stand by a character that you've curated and the type of Joker, stick to the same look and stuff. Otherwise, it's just gonna look like you're trying to appease the audience, and the whole film just looks like a joke. That's all I'm saying. Just give me an origin story, an R-rated origin story with Jared Leto's Joker and Margaret Robbie's Harley Quinn, and I'll be happy. If it's a good one, I'll be happy, but it needs to be R-rated because you need to show that brutal, messed up relationship them two have. But honestly, the second Suicide Squad just looks like crap. Picked this up yesterday and I thought I'd give it a try. It is basically a disinfectant instead of using an antibacterial wipes. The only thing is, this one you actually have to, once you spray on, you have to leave it for 5 minutes and then wipe it off, so it might not be as practical to use on the go, but more so to use at home. But yeah, if you're wondering where I got this from B&M and it was only £1, so it's super bargain, and also it smells really nice, which may sound really weird, but it doesn't smell disinfectant whatsoever. It literally smells of perfume, like full on smells of perfume. So I've literally just seen the weirdest thing ever. Like, to me it was weird. So basically I had an interview a while back and it was to work at, I can't remember which one, it might have been Betfred, I don't know. It was to work in one of the bet places, but anyway, it was on Zoom and it was group and everything, and then at one point she put us into groups and we had to come up with like a product to do with sports and we're supposed to sell it, right? Yeah, this thing exists. Basically it's a ball and it counts how many kicks and goals and stuff like that. Basically I personally thought it's the stupidest idea ever. How am I supposed to engage in this? Apparently that was one of the apparently because I didn't really engage enough in this activity, and it's like, how can I sell this shit? It's the dumbest thing ever. How is that even real? Yeah, it's actually real. Like, the thing's real. Like, literally real. I was watching like the beginning of Jonathan Morrison, I think his name's Jonathan Morrison's video on like top tech under 50, I think. And it was his introduction, I wasn't really paying attention, and I was like, wait a minute, it counts. I invented that. Well, I personally did it. It wasn't my idea, but whoever was in that group. And I'm just like, how is that even possible? Saying that though, ours was a little bit more impossible because it's supposed to tell like which team's kind of winning. So it was that kind of thing. But so it's kind of a little bit more, so our idea was a little bit more unbelievable, but it's the same sort of concept where the ball knows how many kicks of, like, it's just weird. I was just like, what the actual fuck, this thing is actually somewhat real, and I'm like, okay, this is just weird on beyond belief, because I thought it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life, and I can't sell this, like, what the hell, but it's actually a thing. Anyway, talking on interviews, I actually have an interview on Wednesday. This is a little bit weird. It's like Starbucks, but it's through an agency kind of thing. I don't know. Like, I looked on that. So the person who's doing the interviews is Euro Garages, and I've looked on the website. It doesn't say they're an agency as such, but they say like they work with these other companies. So I don't know if it's kind of just because they also like work with Subway and stuff. So I don't know if it's sometimes when a company can't be asked to look for people themselves, they just get them to do it for them, to do the interviews and stuff like that, because I didn't have to do a full-on application. All I had to do was send in the CV, and then I got emails saying I was invited to like an open day interview between like 9 and 4. You can come at any time, just bring your CV, which was weird in itself, but because second of all, I've got to go in the store for an interview during COVID, which is weird, but the store that the interview isn't the store I'd be working at because it's a new store that's opening. But I'm like, okay, so bad enough I've got to go and do a face-to-face interview. Okay, say wear a mask, fine, but still, can you not just do this over the phone? This is a bit weird, and so it's just weird how it's kind of like, it's like kind of like an agency but not an agency, because if you apply from Subway directly, when they have like when they have advertisements, you literally have to go for a full application and ask you questions and shit like that. It's like a full on like application form. With these, it was just like a CV of Indeed, and that was it. So it's a bit weird. So actually have no idea what to expect. But whatever, I'm probably gonna go in the morning and go to the gym after. I was gonna go to the gym first and go there after. I'm still not 100% sure which one to go with, but I think to go there first, then go to the gym is probably better. I was gonna just leave the gym altogether, but I'm like, nah. I'm not. I've only just started going back to the gym. I can somehow fit. I can find a way to fit it in somehow, either before or after.